Hey everybody, this weekend is the Midwest Media Expo, and I'm gonna finally be going to a convention where I will be attending the convention instead of just vending at it. But it is also going to be on Saturday, I believe, the 1 year anniversary of me buying my hat, which was last year at the Midwest Media Expo. And, it's kind of crazy to think that it's been a whole year and all this stuff that's happened, all the videos I've done. I know it's been over 100 videos considering all the different shows I review. But it's been over 100 videos, most of which I have my hat on. Aside from my gaming videos, I pretty much always have the hat on. I wear it whenever I go outside, unless there are a couple days during the winter where it really was super cold, but for the most part, fortunately, it was way better than last year, so that's all that really matters. But it was warm enough to where, I even wore this during the winter, and I was okay with that. And this Saturday is going to be like the 1 year anniversary of the hat, and I'm going to be going around the con, hopefully getting you guys some really good footage. I'm going to be, obviously attending, like I said, instead of vending, so it won't just be like stationary like the past couple of convention videos I've done. I really do hope to get a ton of cosplay pictures. That's kind of my main thing, because this is also going to be the very first con that I've done, where I've attended at least, using this camera, so I'll be able to actually walk around and stuff. And at all the other cons, aside from Ohio Con, I was able to walk around the first day, which was before the con even started. But I'll actually be walking around using my camera, so this will be like the first con that I'm officially attending, where I get to use like insanely high definition footage and stuff. So hopefully it won't be super crappy. I try every single year to get better with walking around with my camera, because it always comes out incredibly shaky. So I'm going to work on that. I may or may not just take my tripod with me and just have it on the tripod and just walk around like that, just to have some stable footage for you guys. But either way, I plan on getting a lot of different footage, a lot of cosplays. Of course, I want to know if you guys have any cosplays that you want to see, whether it's from games or anime or comics. If there's any that you want me to try to find, definitely put those in the comments below, sort of like a cosplay hit list or something like that. If I find someone in that cosplay, then I'll obviously get a picture of them for you guys, and I'll do a video of that, which would most likely be separate from me just walking around and stuff like that. But definitely put that below. The schedule is finally up, which I just checked before I did the video. The one thing I'm really excited to see is the Ruth Connell panel, because she is Rowena currently, and Supernatural, she's like one of the new recurring characters. So I can't wait to see what she has at her panel and stuff like that. I hope to kind of get an autograph. I feel like I might have to end up going to like Hot Topic just to buy like a Supernatural Funko Pop figure of a character or something, just to have her sign something Supernatural based. But I'll figure something out with that. But I'm definitely excited to go to her panel. I thought they were having Jim Beaver there, who is Bobby, but I think that might actually be at YomaCon, or maybe he wasn't able to make it, and that's kind of how they ended up getting Ruth there or something like that. But I'm excited to go to her panel. There are a couple other ones that I saw. I'm definitely excited to see the dealer's room, which I kind of have to be weary of, because working at the cons now, I'm always in the dealer's room, so I always end up looking around, finding stuff. And I recently bought two things I saw from two other conventions, but I bought them online because they were cheaper. So I kind of have to be careful and see what's in the dealer's room and stuff. If there's something other, something like a Back to the Future based thing, I'll probably end up buying that automatically. Especially because that stuff tends to be hard to get in general. Aside from the hat, everything else is like really expensive. Like getting an actual hoverboard replica is actually a couple $100s. Getting the jacket from Back to the Future Part 2 is like a couple $100s or something like that. Getting the shoes is like astronomical. That's ridiculous. You can't even, unless you're rich, you can't even bother with that. So I'm just going to wait and see what happens later this year, what they do with the new Nike shoes they have coming out for Back to the Future, and how much that stuff costs, because I don't really know. But I'll see how all that stuff plays out, and check out the dealer's room, get some good cosplays for you guys. I don't think I'll actually film any panels. I may do the Ruth Connell panel if I'm allowed to, which I believe I am. They don't have any like restrictions on that stuff. So I'll probably end up doing that. And of course, I will be attending the rave. I actually plan on going with my girlfriend on Saturday. I told her, because she's never been to a convention, because she doesn't really give a crap. But I plan on taking her. Her brother likes anime stuff. He's never been to a con either, so we're hoping to take him and some of her cousins, and we're all gonna go. So I may get some footage of a bunch of people at like their very first convention, and I'll get some footage of the rave. Maybe only like 10 minutes or something like that, because then I'll actually be at the rave with her instead of by myself like normal. So I actually have someone to dance with. But I do plan on getting some footage of that. Like I said, of course, a ton of cosplays, as many as I can possibly get. But I do want to know if there are any specifics you guys want to see. Definitely check out Midwest Media Expo .com, I think is the thing. You can Google it, of course. But check out their schedule, and it'll show you, there's a specific thing that says like cosplays, and it'll show you for all 3 days exactly what it is. Because at certain times it'll be like Star Wars, other times Supernatural. Some stuff would be like, Square Enix and Sega, stuff like that. So let me know which ones you want to see, and if there are any cosplays that don't kind of fit into those little categories, just let me know. And if I can find it, like I said, I will definitely get some footage. I'm really excited. I'm happy to be attending a convention and not vending at one, because it's always, it's the past three that I've done, the past three conventions have all been vending. So it's going to be cool to get back to the other side of things. And this is really only one of two cons that I go to anyway, because it's Midwest and then YomaCon at the end of October. So these are the only two cons I go to all year to attend typically, because I don't go out to any other places. Even though there are a ton in Michigan, I tend to only go, to Midwest and YomaCon, and that's mostly because the other conventions that I haven't gone to before do tend to come around the same time. So it's like I'd either go to the ones that I'm not familiar with, or I'd end up going to Midwest. And last year I went to Midwest because it was the very first year, and I really wanted to go to a con during its first year. I was kind of excited to do something like that, because you can't just do that all the time. So I was really excited to do that. I'm excited to go the second year as well, to see how it's grown and how many more people they end up having or something, because it's not YomaCon, so it won't be like 10,000, 15,000, however many people they have there. It's just insane, hysteria sometimes. It'll be much, much smaller, but it's still done by the same people. It's, hopefully it'll be even bigger this time. I'm excited to see how big the dealer's room is, if it changes at all or anything like that. But I'm glad to be getting back into attending a convention, and oddly enough, I may be even more tired than working super late nights when I vend at the other conventions, because I'm going to be up super late at the rave and super late, the other nights as well. So I'm excited to get back into things, be very cautious about buying something in the dealer's room. And like I said, I'm going to get some cosplays, going to be celebrating a year with my hat, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I might actually do a specific video just going through like some of the silliest videos or something like that I've done while actually wearing my hat, or some of my favorites or something like that. But, I'm not sure if I'm going to end up doing that yet. I'm thinking about it, but I may or may not do it. I'm dealing with finals, of course, like a bunch of other people are, so depending on how that plays, it might come like much later than like the 1 year anniversary of me actually buying the hat. But I will be celebrating it. I will be, of course, mentioning that on Saturday in whatever random footage I get. But if there's anything you guys want to see, cosplay wise, of course, or if you do look at the schedule and there is a certain panel that interests you, let me know, because honestly, I didn't really see that much that kind of piqued my interest. Unfortunately, I saw like maybe two or three. So I do have a lot of open space as far as what I can film. If you guys want to see a panel like all the way through, I'll go to it if it's not during anything else. So honestly, just let me know if you look on the schedule, you see something that kind of piques your interest. I'll film the whole thing if I'm allowed to. So just let me know that. Let me know the cosplay stuff. And of course, thanks for watching.